Hello learners, our course Quality Engineering and Management in the week 4 video 11 Introduction to ISO 9000 presented by Dr. N. Venkateshwarlu, Associate Professor, Mechanical Engineering, School of Engineering and Technology, IGNOU, New Delhi. Introduction to ISO 9000. Learners, the business environment has changed during the last 4 decades. Rising expectations worldwide and open market economics are now forcing business to compete with each other. The open competition has created new enterprises, reputed brand names, and superior product designs. The improved performance of today's automobiles, mobile phones, computers, and machine tools, for example, are noteworthy. Here, the business demands are going up or rising expectation from the customers. They need new new items or new or very good facilities in any. If it is a car, so they need various facilities. They need a TV or audio, or even sometimes the GPS system has to be inbuilt in the car. So demand of the people are rising like anything, and because of that the competition is also rising between the companies. So accordingly one has to produce. So for that the companies has to implement various new quality principles or new methodologies in the industry to become competitive and be in the business. The ISO 9000 standards for quality management were proposed to meet the growing needs for international standardization by the joint action of 26 of the largest consumer and producer nations, including India, under the sponsorship of the ISO, International Standard Organization. These standards embody comprehensive quality management concepts and guidelines. The recent years have also seen a growing concern for safety of employees in the industries. This has evolved into strict norms for provision of safe, accident-free environment in the workplace. So here what it is saying that quality is also important as well as safety is also important. So these two topics we will learn through this introduction to ISO 9000. Learners, objectives. After listening to this video lecture, you should be able to understand what is ISO 9000, explain components of ISO 9000, discuss benefits of ISO 9000, and understand ISO 9001 and 2000 series. So these are the various objectives we are going to learn. What is ISO 9000? ISO is the word that represents the International Organization for Standardization. It is the worldwide federation of national standard bodies for approximately 130 countries. So ISO has been developing voluntary technical standards over almost all sectors of business, industry and technology since 1947. These standards are documented agreements containing technical specifications to be used consistently as rules, guidelines, or definitions of characteristics to ensure that materials, products, processes, and services are fit for the purpose of customer. So ISO is trying to provide the various materials to or processes or methods to customers with fit for the purpose. ISO 9000 is primarily concerned with quality management. Quality management is that aspect of the company's overall management function that determines and implements the company's quality policy. The quality policy is the overall quality intention and directions of an organization as regards quality, as formally expressed by the top management. A quality management standards QMS covers the areas of procedures, tools, the assessment of capability, documentation procedures, etc. ISO 9000 is a generic management system standard. Generic means that the same standards can be applied to any organization, large or small, whatever its products, including services, is in any sector of activity. It also applies to a business enterprise, a public administration, or a government department. ISO was the first international quality standard which brought about a revolution in the field of quality management by providing organizations with a structured approach to establish a quality system. So because of ISO 9000, it has developed various standards for various processes, starting from the suppliers end to the customer end. So for any process there is a standard. So that documentation has been prepared by the ISO 9000 systems, ISO 9000 series. So ISO 9000 is nothing but setting the standards for every operation, and it is the common to all the international level. So suppose a product is produced in India, it has to sell in a Britain or USA. So for that also it needs a ISO 9000 certification. Then only that products can be sold in other countries. That is the advantage of ISO 9000. In the history of ISO 9000, in the 1970s, many major organizations published their own quality management standards. Ford's Q101, for example. So there are even India has TS or QS like that number 5250, like that various numbers were there before this ISO 9000 came. So like that the Ford's quality number is that Ford's Q101. This is an example. It introduced the idea that confidence in a product could be gained from an approved quality management system and quality manuals. By the late 70s, it was decided that for the first time there would be a national standard on what constituted a quality system. This led to the development of BS 5750 series, the British standards. By 1980, there was a need for some kind of internationally recognized quality system. In 1987, BS 5750 series was also issued as ISO 9000 and EN European Nation 2900 European norm series in the European Union. So there are various numbers were there earlier. Now it is only ISO 9000. Several additional standards have been issued subsequently by ISO, including a major revision of the original series done in 1994, also known as ISO 9000 1994 or ISO 9000. The ISO 9000 was originally issued as a series of 6 internationally agreed upon standards. They were named as ISO 9000, ISO 9001, ISO 9002, ISO 9003, ISO 9004 and ISO 8402 respectively. These are the 6 ISO 9000 series. Necessity for management standard. In a very small organization, it may not be necessary to document the working procedure of the system because the manager or owner runs the organization as he wishes. But the larger the organization and more the people involved, greater the likelihood that there will be some written procedures, instructions, forms or records. Management system standards provides the organization with a model to follow in setting up and operating the management system. So if it is a large company, one has to document a process, document a quality system. So there is a need of documentation of every process, either it is quality or it is a process or it is a product or it is a marketing, whatever it may be. It needs a document for a particular process. So that is the necessity and quality management system one has to develop. This model incorporates features on which experts in the field have reached a consensus as representing the international state of the art. Some of the important features of a management standard are as follows. The standards help ensure the organization goes about its business in an orderly and structured way so that time, money and other resources are used efficiently. So because of maintaining these standards, one will get the time and utilize the money properly and get the efficiency. So that is the one advantage. A systematic approach ensures about who is responsible for doing what, when, how, why and where. So the systematic approach, it ensures that suppose a organization structure is there, manager, a supervisor, a operator or a technician. So like that the organization structures will be there. Then what are their responsibilities, what are their roles to be performed. So all those things will be systematically mentioned in a document. So documentation is very much important. So that is one reason. The need for management system is needed most in large organizations. Companies in such fields as automobiles, defense or healthcare services have been operating management system for years. The customer demands especially inspection and checks to make sure that what he receives from a supplier meets his own requirements. A standardized quality management system addresses procedures, tools, assessment of capability, documentation methods, etc. Hence, it reduces the burden of cost of supplier, which in turn the buyer ends up paying. So if any documentation is there, suppose in a supplier and a manufacturer, if they have any agreement, that should be documented so that then only they can get the good quality of material from the supplier. So there is no need to go and inspect each and every part the supplier has supplied. So the total inspection will be carried out at the supplier end itself. There is no need of checking any incoming materials. Such type of improvements can be implemented. ISO 9000 is not a product standard. It is only concerned the way an organization goes about its work and does not concern the results of this work. ISO 9000 is not a mandatory system nor it is a government regulation. However, it is a very important customer regulation. The development and adoption of this system of standards have been motivated by the need to provide assurance to the widest variety of customers about an organization's quality assurance methods and management practices. Here the ISO 9000 is a documentation process. It is not a forced by any government. One has to implement it. It's not like that. It is the regulation. It is the customer. It is the document of regulated by the customers. A company is regulated by the customer requirements. So that is the ISO 9000. ISO 9000 prepares the customer, inbuilds the customer requirement in the documentation, quality policy, quality manuals. In that it inbuilds the customer needs so that accordingly one can perform, so that there is no need of again checking each and every process of suppliers or the own quality processes. The ISO 9000 series of quality management system consists of 6 distinct standards. The first, ISO 8402, is the terminology standard. The next document is the ISO 9000 standard, which provides the basic concepts such as what is quality, what is meant by a quality policy, what is traceability, etc. We will discuss 4 standards. So in the ISO 8402, it gives the about what is quality and all those things. In the ISO 9000, it gives the definitions or what is quality, what is meant by a quality, and what is the quality policy, which are explained. So one has to understand. To understanding about quality and quality definitions, one has to learn about ISO 9000, ISO 8402, and now we will go for ISO 9001. What it says: ISO 9001 specifies quality system requirements for use where a contract between the supplier and the buyer requires the demonstration of the supplier's capabilities in designing and developing products or services, production, installation, and services. So in the ISO 9000, various activities standards have been mentioned or documented. So accordingly, one has to produce. So ISO 9000 implementation is because it's all the quality documents or quality designs have been incorporated, starting from the designing, developing, and services, production, and installation. So all this comes under the ISO 9001. Then next, ISO 9002 is used in a situation when only production and installation conformance is to be ensured. It is the appropriate standard for organizations that do not design and develop products. It requires demonstration of the supplier's ability to control the process that determines acceptability of products supplied. The focus is on detecting non-conformity during production and installation, and the implementation of the means to prevent the recurrence of non-conformity. Again, statistical quality control methods will play an important part here. So in this ISO 9002, the supplier has to send the confirmed quality materials to the customers. So that type of quality measures can be implemented or documented in this ISO 9002. So accordingly, so here various measures also can be taken place, like statistical quality control methods can be implemented. So this is ISO 9002. Learners, the components of ISO 9000. ISO 9003 is the least detailed standard and is only requires that conformation in final test and inspection be ensured. ISO 9003 is the appropriate standard for an organization where business processes do not include design, control, process control, purchasing, or servicing. It focuses on inspection and testing to ensure that final product and services meet specified requirements. ISO 9003 is concerned more about final inspection of a final product. ISO 9004 contains guidelines on the technical, administrative, human factors affecting the quality of products and services for internal use only. ISO 9004 describes the elements by which a company can develop good quality management systems and implement them. A quality system includes the organization structure, responsibilities, procedures, and resources for implementing quality management. Components of ISO 9000. In the 1990, ISO 9000 was increasingly criticized on the grounds that it did not really assure the delivery of a quality product or service, since organization could comply simply by demonstrating that they had consistently followed the procedures laid down in their quality manual. The review process resulted in the publication of ISO 9001 and 2000. This is little bit advanced than ISO 9000. Three previous standards, ISO 9001, ISO 9002 and ISO 9003, have been reduced to one standard, ISO 9001 2000, for certification purpose. The 20 main elements of ISO 9000 1994 were reduced to 4 sections covering 1. Management responsibility, 2. Resource management, 3. Product realization, 4. Measurement, analysis and improvement. So these are the 4 sections they have divided. The new family of quality management standard comprises 3 individual standards, that is ISO 9000 2000, ISO 9001 2000, then ISO 9004 2000. They have modified it to 3 standards. ISO 9000 2000 is the logical starting point. It begins with an explanation of the overall approach to developing a quality management system. The main part of ISO 9000 2000 is its comprehensive vocabulary section, which contains definitions of all the terms used in ISO 9001 2000 and ISO 9004 2000. ISO 9001 and 2000 specifies the requirements for a quality management system that can be used for certification or contractual purpose. It could also be used internally as a sound basis for managing quality without ever having a system audited or assessed by any external body. It is designed to facilitate assessment and is the standard to which one must demonstrate compliance if he wishes to be certified by an accredited assessment body. ISO 9004 2000 was developed to complement ISO 9001 2000, ISO 9004 2000. It takes the organization beyond ISO 9001 and should be viewed more as an advisory document than as a specification. It is not intended to be used as a guideline for how to implement ISO 9001 2000, but was a source of information, ideas and advice about how the organization can move beyond the requirements of ISO 9001 2000. The ISO 9000 and services. Here again we are going for service industry. ISO 9000 standards apply not only to the manufacturing process but to after sales service and service departments such as design within the manufacturing firm as well. Additionally, the standards also translate to the service sector. They specially address quality systems for service as well as production. Indeed, ISO 9002, a separate guideline was issued to explain ISO criteria for service industries. In other countries, ISO standards are being used by educational institutions, banks, hotels, hospitals and legal and architectural firms. In an international airlines company adopted ISO standard to reduce complaints of lost cargo and damaged goods. In the US companies, a growing number of transportation companies will not transport hazardous materials unless the shipper is ISO certified. So that is the importance of ISO 9000 certification. In the US, transportation companies are saying that without having the ISO certification, they cannot move or they cannot transfer any hazardous materials to any other country or any way. So that is the importance of ISO certification. The European companies adopted the ISO 9000 series standards in response to the growing quality crisis. The standards are voluntarily, they are not a legal prerequisite to the selling products in Europe, but they have been so cleverly marketed that whoever hopes to sell products in Europe must meet registration criteria for ISO 9000. Registration to ISO 9000 has in effect become a license to market in Europe. So Europe companies also adopted the ISO 9000 certification system. Those who those companies, those who want to sell the products to in Europe, they have to register in the ISO 9000 certification process. Then only they will be given the license to sell their goods in the Europe market. The benefits of the ISO 9000. The organizations gains various benefits after getting ISO 9000 certification. First and foremost, the organizations become sure of its own capabilities, its commitment to quality, assurance of consistency in quality, timely delivery, and reduced incidents of product failures. Such an organization is accepted by most customers internationally. Several other benefits are as follows. Improvement in business. Those who are implementing ISO 9000, their business will also improve. Most companies implementing ISO 9000 report increasing in business process effectiveness, reduction in waste, and improved product quality. The preparation of certification forces combing of most sharp practices of organization. This process streamlines operations, which results in measurement and control of waste, rework, etc. This is the byproduct impact of implementing ISO 9000. Simplified purchasing decisions. Working with ISO 9000 certified company greatly simplifies purchasing decisions. The customer saves time and money by eliminating numerous vendor assessment such as incoming inspection. So this is very advantageous, ISO 9000. Simply, if the company gets an ISO certified, so the purchaser immediately, without seeing anything or no need to think about the company's performance, though they are certified ISO 9000 certified, so you can purchase any item from them. So like that, it will be simplified. The purchase decisions can be simplified. Quality for new customers. Many corporations see ISO 9000 certification as an essential requirement for conducting business with a new vendor. To enter global markets, ISO 9000 standards are required in many countries. Educational experience. It is a response of many organizations that registration process is a very good educational experience and creator of teamwork. It allows employees to understand the overall work process and their roles in it. Improved image in market. So industry studies indicate that an ISO 9000 certified company experiences positive cultural changes and increased productivity and efficiency. These changes encourages greater quality awareness with the effect that marketing positioning of the company improved. Competitive tool. So ISO 9000 implementation is also seen as a competitive tool. The competitive market created by the globalization of trade across continents has necessitated ISO 9000 certification. ISO 9000 facilitates mutual organization of products legally produced in one country to be accepted in another country. This is possible due to an uniform technical specifications. Organizational renovation. ISO 9000 is the way forward for an organization seeking renovation. ISO 9000 certification rids companies of numerous obsolete documentation and procedures. Instead, they have foolproof system of instrument calibration and excellent system for traceability to troubleshoot customer problems. A survey report. A British government survey revealed that 89% of ISO 9000 registered companies reported greater operational efficiency, 48% reported increased profitability, 76% reported improvements in marketing, and 26% reported increased export sales. The British Standard Institution estimates that registered firms reduced cost by 10% on average. A survey report DuPont, a company, attributes that following results after adoption of ISO 9000 standards in their plants. On-time delivery at plant increased to 90% from 70%. Cycle time at one plant went from 15 days to 1.5 days. First pass yield at one plant went from 72% to 92%. So, test procedures were reduced from 3000 to 1100. So, these are the various advantages of British DuPont company. It's an American company where after implementation of ISO 9000 in the various companies. Learners, I hope you understand what is ISO 9000 and its importance for the industries, history of ISO 9000, necessity of management standards and benefits of ISO 9000. So, thank you.